Hey guys, welcome to a new series that I am currently working on. And pretty much it's going to be a series called Creating a Comic. And what this series is going to be about is pretty much you guys following me on my journey to creating a comic that has been in the making for quite a long time. Now, in this video, you guys are going to see me working on some thumbnails. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to talk to you guys and kind of give you an insight on what this project is to me, how long I've been working on it, kind of the background history of this project. So, um, this project started about, uh, I'm going to say probably about maybe close to, I don't know, I want to say it's been over 7 years. And I know that's a long time for a single project, but I'm kind of going to give you guys a background story on this as we continue to work through this video. So this is a story that I had quite a while ago. I had written it out as I was going to create it, write it, and draw it. I went through many different revisions of the first story that I wrote. And not much has changed, but when I originally wrote the story, when I finished it, when I went back and I rewrote everything and worked on everything, as far as the writing aspect and the story, um, it wasn't, it didn't connect to me like I wanted it to, and I was struggling with that. Not only with the main character, but also what would be the antagonist in the story at the time. And because I wasn't able to connect with these characters like I wanted to, or that I felt like I needed to, I continued to rewrite and revisit the story and start asking questions about what it was that I wanted from the characters, what would make the characters seem more believable, um, things of that nature. And it took a little bit of time for me to really settle on something that made me connect with the characters, both the protagonists and antagonists in these stories. And once I did that, it pretty much meant, unfortunately, that I pretty much had to scrap about 95% of the story that I had written and pretty much do it all over again. Um, and that took a while for me to do. And once I got that part done, and then I got to the point where I was happy with the story, and that was not something that was done within like a week or anything like that. It took me months of writing, rewriting, reviewing, rewriting what I wrote, rewrote, stuff like that. So it took a while for me to settle on something that I was proud of. And then once I did that, then it came the hard part for me anyway, of actually designing, redesigning, thumbnailing out, and actually creating this comic. Um, and to be honest, I actually completed 2 issues of these comics, or of this comic. And uh, going into the history of that, um, I was not happy with how those issues came out. Um, and there are a few reasons, but one of the main reasons was that um, I felt like I had to rush to get this comic done because of me talking to certain people about it and feeling like I needed to hurry up and actually produce something, right? And in turn, I didn't take the time to do the necessary work I needed to do in order to take my comic in the direction that I wanted it to take, that I wanted to take it into. And that caused not only my work to suffer, but I think also my story to suffer a little as well, including even just with the character designs and the world building. So now that after I did like the first two issues, I really realized I really just wasn't happy with how the work came out. And I mean, back then I could have looked at it and said, you know what, I completed something. I at the time put my all into it, even though it was rushed. I did put effort into certain things, but I thought I could have put more into it and really taken my time. So I'm not completely unhappy with the work I did create because I'm able to look back and say I've created 2 issues of a comic, but I knew that I could do better, and that's what I wanted to do. Without feeling like I have to prove something, because that was another issue. I felt like I had to prove something to a friend that I'm no longer friends with at the time. And because I felt like I was being judged by that person, I had to show some type of results, right? So that also played into one of the reasons why I was rushing within this comic. But now that I don't have that issue anymore, I can genuinely take my time. I can do the necessary work that I need to do in order to make this comic into what I know it can be. And that's what I'm doing. As of the release of this video, I've been continuing to work on this comic and have been working on it for quite some time. It's not the only thing that I've been working on, but it is something that I've been working on consistently. The video that you guys are watching right now is actually 2 months old. It's 2 months old, and I think I have about 10 videos that are going to be released every week, and that's not including the future videos that I will be recording as I continue to work on this comic. This is something that I've really wanted to get out there and create a story that I genuinely want to read and will be happy with. Currently, where I'm at as of the recording of this audio is I am working on the cover. I've already thumbnailed out the first issue, which is roughly going to be about 33 pages. I'm in the process of currently working on the thumbnails for the cover of this comic. So, which means, hopefully, that by the time the videos come across your page that deal with the creating of the cover, that I should have at least a few pages under my belt of this series, this comic that I'm working on. And I wanted to record these videos because I wanted to have a document and a record for myself of my journey creating a comic. And I also wanted to show other people my journey on creating a comic as the person who is not only writing, drawing it as well. And doing the drawing of the comic, the actual drawing of the pages traditionally. Um, there are some things that I have done digitally, as far as like the thumbnails, as you can see, and some other planning and like uh, outfit thumbnails and stuff like that. But when it comes to the actual final pages of the comic, that'll all be done traditionally. Um, and I may or may not do the lettering and stuff traditionally as well. I haven't decided on that yet. But I wanted to take you guys on this journey. I wanted to kind of do an intro video so you guys kind of know where I'm at. Um, kind of give you an insight of this huge project that I'm working on. Um, I'm a person that loves comics. I love books, and I wanted to create a comic that I would want to read with characters that I could connect with. And that's hopefully what I'll be able to achieve in this comic, and hopefully others will be able to connect with these characters and enjoy this comic. So I hope you guys join me on this journey, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.